Preacher here. It's a day in the life of a biker. I got to start this weekend off going to an MMA meeting, the Modified Motorcycle Association. If you get a chance, look into your local MMA meetings. They're all over, and they're for every biker. They're not just for club members. They're not just for people who are into clubs. And it don't matter what kind of bike you ride, whether it be a Rice Rocket or a scooter or a Harley Davidson or an Indian. It's important to get involved with your MMA. It helps to educate you as a biker. It helps to educate you for your rights. It helps you to learn the newest laws that are being passed, and it helps to teach you how to interact with law enforcement so that you don't get harassed. It teaches you what is and isn't okay for a biker to do. You know, such as, hey, maybe I get pulled over by a cop and it's all getting recorded and I feel I'm wrongfully getting pulled over, but all I do is yell at the cop and put him down and stuff. What good am I doing? I'm not doing any good. Should I truly be pulled over for the wrong reasons, if it ends up in court, all they're going to look at is how my behavior was. Our behavior makes a big difference. And you know, that kind of reminds me of where I'm going here. I want to share a little bit out of John chapter 8. The woman caught in adultery. Jesus went to the Mount of Olives early in the morning and came again to the temple. And all the people came to him, and he sat down and taught them. The scribes and the Pharisees brought a woman who had been caught in adultery. Placing her in the midst, they said to him, "Teacher, this woman caught in the act of adultery." Now, you know, one thing I always jump to in my conclusions when I look at this is it takes two to commit adultery. And so really, if they're going to drag one up, they should be dragging the other up too. If she was caught in adultery, so was the guy. And this law applies to both of them. But they point out that the law gives us the right to stone this woman. And what do you say about it, teacher? And Jesus writes down in the dirt, and it don't say what he wrote. And he pops up and he looks at him and says, "May he without sin throw the first stone." And every one of her accusers leave. Jesus writes in the dirt again, and he looks up at the woman and says, "Where have your accusers gone?" She said, "They all left." He says, "No one's there to accuse you?" And at that point, he looks at her and says, "Go and sin no more. Your sins are forgiven." You know, Jesus had every right under the power of the law to persecute this woman, to have her killed according to Jewish law. And what did he do? He showed her mercy and grace. And in the same way, when we're wrongfully pulled over, we can stop and take a chance to show a little bit of respect. And if we can learn to show that little bit of respect, if we end up taking something like that to court to get it overturned, we will probably receive mercy and grace. See, it's all in how you present yourself as a person. Are you presenting yourself as right and angry, or are you presenting yourself as gentle and strong? Jesus presented himself as gentle and strong. And as bikers and people, I recommend we should do it too. Now, this is my only ride I've got to do this week. I got out on my bike, got to ride it a little bit, and it's been a good ride. I wish it could be longer. I wish I had my Indian back. All in God's good timing, it'll be back. But anyway, have a great week. Keep it shiny side up and be blessed.